Welcome, Soul Visionaries. I am your host, Sherrod Corn, and I'm chilling with my homie, Will B from the Soul Emporium Radio.
What's good, good people? How you out there? Rod,
Yes,
what's
sir.
popping
Yes,
with
sir,
you,
bro.
man?
You know it's always good when two soul brothers get together and do great things.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Right now, you're entering the Soul Vision Powercast, a place where we keep it unfiltered and raw. We'll talk about anything from porn to politics. We'll even discuss things you might have heard or even saw. Today, we're going to talk about husband versus boyfriend privileges.
Okay.
You know, because I was told there's a difference.
Oh, there's a difference.
There's a difference. So we're going to talk about that. But before we get into it, if you like the video, hit the like button. If you like it and hit the like button, subscribe and become a soul visionary. And once you do those two things, share the content so we can grow the community of soul visionaries. Let's kick. Welcome, my good people out there. Today, we're going to talk about husband versus boyfriend privileges. Me and my man Will. Will's married. I'm not. So, I mean, you know, we already got the contrast. But, hey, we may agree. We may not agree. You know how we do. So, you know, now, I was told, I saw a TikTok video, actually.
Mm-hmm.
The homie, he says, women should not do for boyfriends what they do for husbands.
I'm going to agree, but not agree. I'm going to agree because some things are meant to be done as a husband and wife duo. But
About to
if
say
you
a trio. what the hell you into?
I mean, duo. But in the process, if you're dating and you're long-term dating and you're looking towards marriage, it's good to see how the individual is going to be in your life as a, what's the word I'm looking for? As a wife up in the future.
Yeah.
You know, I recommend people, if you date and enjoy one another, live with one another before you get married. I know the Bible says you shouldn't, but I'm going to say, damn that. Get to know the person that you with and live with that person, because when you get married, those quirks and things that you don't know about are going to drive you nuts.
Now, I can agree 1,000% or 1,000%. But see, my thing is this. You know, when I've heard that, you know, man, it got all the way down to don't cook for a boyfriend, right? And I'm like, okay, so if you're telling her to not do these things while we're doing our getting to know phase, see if we really like each other or whatnot, what happens when we get married and she's not doing those things and she hits you with the, I wasn't doing that before we got married?
Oh, boy, I've heard some people say that too. I'm like, no, that's not... That's because they didn't really get to know each other. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what the situation is. You have to know the person that you're about to get involved with, especially if you're going to be married. So if you're a boyfriend and girlfriend, it's all right sometimes to cook for that person and do certain things to see if it's going to go. You know, that's...
See, my thing is this.
Okay.
I don't look for titles to validate my actions towards somebody that treat me the right way.
No doubt.
If you treat me right, then I'm going to treat you right.
True.
And so I'm not going to wait till I'm married to show you that, hey, when we go out, don't even worry about it. I got your back. You're protected with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to wait to, hey, if I'm cooking a meal and you come through, I'm like, okay, she say, hey, can I have some? Oh, of course. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? So I can see where some folks say, you know, there's a difference between marriage and a committed relationship, but legalities is the only thing that separates it, or religion if you're a religious person. Yep. You feel where I'm coming from? Because if just say you and your lady don't believe in the Western way of marriage, so you say, you know what, we're just going to cohabitate together. So you two buy a house together. If love is what y'all really have in one another, y'all will put both your names on the house.
There you go.
anything should happen to me, that means nobody in my family can come along and put you out because I did the proper documentation, said this house is yours.
There you go.
Flat out. Your name goes on everything that belongs to what we did together and what we're doing together.
Yes, sir.
So now, if I go ahead and take care of the paperwork and do the due diligence that needs to be done, then why? What do I get differently out of marriage?
The only thing you get differently out of marriage is insurance, property-wise, because as legally married, if something should happen to you insurance-wise, the woman that you've been with for 10 plus years or what have you, get that insurance money. Other than that, everything is the same, bro. I'm gonna be real with you.
And that's what I'm saying. That it's just legal stuff.
Yeah, it's just legal.
It's legal stuff. Because I mean, I was married. I mean,
podcast done.
No, right. It's like, let's go. Podcast done. Will marry. He said ain't shit different, you know. But then what they talked about are the things that you should not be doing, you know, while you're not married. And you know, everybody tried to go with the sex. You shouldn't do sex. Well, I don't.
I'm gonna ask you like this: Do you just go and buy a car without test driving it? A bicycle, a scooter, a motherfucking what you call it? Kick
and go.
Yeah, kick and go. Come on, a skateboard.
Yeah.
You try them damn things out first to make sure that it fits for you.
Yeah.
Before you go out there and break your neck. So the same thing apply with the woman that you're gonna be with.
Even if you buy some shit from Amazon, you can try it and send it back.
Exactly. You know, so I say this. Before I got married, I was with my woman 5 years. Okay. So we learned one another. We played with one another. We liked one another. We loved on one another. So when it was time for me to say, yo, I want to be with you for the rest of my life, I already knew what I was getting into because I knew that her body was compatible with mine. I knew the feelings that we had for one another was compatible with one another. I knew when I loved on her, I knew that I can make her give her the things that she won't loving her, like ooh, and vice versa.
Right.
So, to me, I say learn the person that you're gonna be with because you're gonna be with them for the rest of your life. Ain't nothing wrong with figuring that out, you know. And I've been married 32 years. I've been with the same woman 37 years. So
man, you've been married longer than I've been alive.
Get the fuck out of here. You wish you was. You got a son damn near as old as I've been married. What the hell you talking about? But you know, I'm saying I kicked those tires, man. I rode that bicycle. I found out what was popping for us. That it may not work for everybody else, but for me, my wife and I, it worked for us, and that's why we still together. And that's why we can have conversations with people who asking these questions like we're doing right now. Right. How did you make it work? What's going on? We kicked those tires because just like I was saying, I learned about her. She learned the same things about me.
Right. And the cool thing is in learning each other, you know, it's like I know the quirks, I know the habits, I know this and that and the other, but then still yet in learning all these things, it's like, okay, in learning the habits, the quirks, the this, the that, and the other, we're allowing each other to grow and become their own person at the same time.
Yeah.
So but with any committed relationship, it should be that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've often heard women complain about, oh, this man, he can't satisfy me, he can't do this, and that, and the other. Well, first of all, if you haven't told him what to do or showed him what to do, if you don't even know what to do to yourself, how is he going to know? True. So, you know, you do that in the beginning stages. You have to do that in the beginning stages before you get married because you'll be really disappointed. Like, wow, I thought you knew what you were doing. Well, baby, all women are different. Every trick different. Don't, you know,
man, yeah.
It might be these fingers, these fingers, this one. You know what I'm saying? You might have to shake it like this.
Yeah.
So each woman requires something different to get the juices to flow and whatnot. So for a man to tell me, well, she shouldn't be having sex before she get married. Dude, what year are you living in?
Right. I like I said my piece. Get to know the person.
Yeah.
I know what the church and all these other people say. Oh, no sex before marriage and all that. But to me, that's backwards as all get out. Because, you know, I mean, if you're young, I can understand waiting until you find that individual that y'all click and y'all talking, you know, and going through some things.
Now let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. You just said something. Now, when you're young,
yeah.
Now I don't think somebody should say, "Hey, we're 20, 19, and then, you know, jump into marriage." Especially, I don't think, especially this young generation, because look,
I did it at 20, so I'm very relatable. Go ahead.
You know, I don't think these kids nowadays are ready for it, because, to be quite honest, I don't think our generation did a good enough job teaching them values the way they're supposed to be taught, especially if you go by social media.
Yeah.
Right? Because you got so many older, bitter women telling young girls, you don't need a man. No, you may not need him, but you would love to damn so have a good one around.
There you go. For real.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, my pops taught me, taught you how to cook, clean, wash your clothes, iron your clothes. Yep. Hey, when it comes to T-shirts, I iron my T-shirts, I iron my jogging pants, I iron everything.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? I wash dishes. So when I hear a woman say, you know, why should I do all those things, you know, for a man that ain't my husband? Because I want to know if you can do them.
There you go.
Because I'm going to show you what you're getting when you fuck with me.
There you go. Because I'm one of those guys. I help, like you say, I know how to wash, cook, clean. I do all that. I don't have no problem with going down and washing a load of clothes, and especially when I see that it needs to be done. I don't mind washing the dishes. Oh, damn, the dishes ain't been washed. I'll go in there and wash those dishes. Those are the things that's taught in childhood. So when you do decide to be with someone or be by yourself, you know how to do it.
It's not this laborious task.
And if you don't want to do it, you make the money to get somebody and pay them to do it for you. That's it.
It's either or. Either you do it yourself or you pay somebody.
Exactly.
But if we're living like we're living now, I mean, hell, economy is fucked up, you know. So extra money to pay somebody to come do stuff, it really ain't there.
It ain't there.
So now, you know, if as a team, if we're both working, we're both putting in, we're both providing for one another, if as a team I get home first, there's nothing there cooked, I should prepare something. You know what I'm saying? It's just common sense. It's like, okay, I'm going to prepare it. If not, cook the meal and get it started.
You think like me, man. You think like me. That's just common courtesy. I get home first, like you say, boom, I'm home. Oh, damn. Okay, let me throw on some music. I bet I'm going to get this vibe right. I'm cooking, prepping. Even if you don't start cooking, it at least help and prep. Oh, that makes a big difference. She coming out like, damn. You prepped the food for me? Oh, thank you.
No, I ain't prep it. I cooked it, woman. You know, go ahead and get in the tub. The tub
exactly.
is on, you know. Because women want to be pampered. Men want to be pampered. Yeah. You know, men want to be pampered. Women want to be pampered. We both want to be appreciated for doing the pampering.
Yeah.
Right? So if it's so much easier when you appreciate the little things. And that's why a lot of men don't want to do shit for women and vice versa. Appreciate that little shit.
Exactly. That's why I say in the beginning, it's okay to do some things as boyfriend and girlfriend if you know that if you're thinking about moving down that road towards marriage. Now, if you just kicking it and y'all vibing and you know things go away, I can understand. Just like I really don't know. I'm not going to tell you to jump in there and go full-fledged and do everything that a wife would do with a boyfriend or a girlfriend. But like I said, if you find yourself 4 years in and y'all, and she's doing what she does, like help cooking, cleaning, or whatever the case may be, and vice versa, then do that.
And for me, it's when a person is, if you're doing more fussing,
come on with it.
Then loving, I'm gonna keep it
Come
PG
on with
on
it,
that
man.
If you're doing more fussing than loving, then obviously that's not the individual for you, and you should not waste any more time with that person.
That's toxic. Go ahead, bro.
Because when y'all tied or not, it ain't gonna get better because you got married.
Come on,
the shit's gonna get worse.
It's gonna get worse.
So why not just cut ties right now? And then that even before. We talking about husband boyfriend privileges. Hey, why not have kids with a motherfucker?
Ooh, man.
Before you find out if you like this person. I mean, I ain't say love. I said like.
No doubt.
Because a lot of women are getting married because dude got money. I'm not necessarily sexually attracted to him. I'm not necessarily liking this individual, but he has the money that I want. Brother, he doesn't necessarily really like her or spend time with her or whatever, but she looks the part.
Mm-hmm.
I could take her around my friends and they'll drool over her, I can compete with the other wives there and whatnot. So if you don't like the person, you should not even be with the person.
There you go. And a lot of people are married and don't even like the person that they with. That's crazy to me, bruh. And that stems from the boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, because if you seeing that it's toxic in the beginning, and you see that she's bitching and complaining because you want to go hang out with the fellas because it's basketball night. You know he go play basketball every Wednesday because when you met him, you saw him on the court playing, you was like, damn, he look good. And y'all link, and this is what he does every Wednesday. Why would you try to change that when you know that's his routine? You just said, hey, baby, you had a tough day. Go shoot that ball. Leave him be. Don't be like, every week you going to the damn basketball court. You going to be
like
with
him complaining about you going to church.
Yeah, that's a headache. Don't no man or no woman want that type of energy when that's what it was when you met them.
Now, scenario.
Okay,
he hoops on Wednesday night. That's his night.
That's his night.
Now, I can see if it's Monday through Friday he's hooping, y'all married and live together now. All right, bruh. You can't do Monday through Friday no more. I mean, when you were single, that was cool. Because I remember back when I was younger, hey, man, wherever there was a basketball rim, it's time to get it in.
Doubt.
You know what I'm saying? But then when you move in with somebody, you got kids.
Yeah.
You got to be present there to help around the house. You just can't come in, kick your shoes off, where's dinner?
Right.
You got to come in, man. It's a team effort. See, that's why I tell young men, before you even think to move with a woman, whether it be in her house, have her move in with you. What you all need to do first, young men, find a way to love yourself first. Find out who the hell you are, right? Then find your peace. What's peaceful for you? Once you find your love for yourself, what's peace, harmony, and all that good shit, and then, young men, before you ever move in with a woman, get your own place first.
There you go. Don't move in with a woman, first and foremost.
Right. You shouldn't want to move in with a woman, but before you do that, if you think that's the route you want to take, well, just go ahead, find your own place first. That way, if you are going back and forth to her house, just say you're spending more time at her house, at least if she go get the hell out, you got a place to go back to.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so but then if you found your peace, your happiness, this and that and the other, now your next job is to find a woman who has found the same peace and happiness and those things that you found. And your jobs together is not to disturb each other's groove.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So if we both at peace and we're peaceful without one another, when we come together, man, you shouldn't fuck up her vibe and she shouldn't fuck up yours.
Bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I got married at 20, so I'm very relatable to everything you just saying because I've never done that. I never went out and got my own. I mean, when I got married, I joined the military right after I got married. So we had distance between us.
Okay.
I was going 7 months out the year, every year for 5 years. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That was like, I'm sorry, for 3 years.
Okay.
And then my last 2 years, we was together. But she was 18, I was 20, so she had to grow and learn her. I had to grow and learn me. So when I was saying we kicked those ties and stuff, we got married at 20 and 18, I'm very relatable to everything you just said. Like, I didn't know how to be a man. I didn't know how to be. So you were 20?
I
was 20.
Okay.
And she was 18. We got married. I don't recommend that for anybody. Nobody,
hard,
because it's difficult. You don't know yourself enough to say that I have a wife and I got to take care of this woman and this woman got to take care of me. It is exhausting when you don't know yourself. Had I just went and did me for 5 years, that means from 20 to 25 or maybe 27, and learned, I would have been a better man. I'm a damn good man now, but I would have got it a little bit earlier than the trial and errors that I went through from 20 to 30. Because I made a transition from 30 to 40. You're supposed to evolve anyway, but man,
right.
Had I known what I knew then, I would have waited to get married. because I didn't know myself, and that's why we had issues in our relationship, because she didn't know how to be a wife. She had an idea because of what she saw on TV, what her parents did, and blase splee. I saw the same thing with both my parents, but I still didn't have no idea of how to take care of somebody.
Because, like you said, you have to learn you.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, absolutely.
And that's the mark of a man right here. That's what you should base a man's manhood off of.
Yeah.
How well do you know yourself?
Yeah.
How well can you provide for yourself?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times what these women are doing are grabbing men that are coming out of their mother's house or up under their mother's care. See, that's when you find the man that's looking for you to do everything.
Yep.
Because, hey, mom's does it. How come you can't?
There you go.
How come you can't do
go.
everything? Now, if these women were really about that life, as they say they are, you tell your son to get his ass off the couch, shovel the snow. Yo, get those leaves up. Yo, cut that grass.
No, why she even gotta tell him? I mean, after the first and second time,
you're right.
After the first and second time, he should know. Okay, shit. Let me
walking in the crib. Hey, I smell that trash.
Done.
Mom.
Yeah.
You ain't got to worry about this. I've done this already.
There you go.
But see, you know, it's another topic for another podcast. But you know, when women have to start getting out the way and letting the men that want to be a part of these children's lives be a part of it. That he ain't got to be a part of yours. Yeah. Just let him be. Cause see, these boys need to understand what it means to take care of a woman. Just because your relationship was bad with his father, that doesn't mean he doesn't know how to take care of a woman. That just means y'all wasn't good together.
Exactly.
Y'all still can be good people. You're just not good together.
That's it. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So now, and then on the flip side, when the daughter sees pops around doing X, Y, and Z, or you know she spends time with pops, you know, and now she knows what her man is supposed to do. Now when you pick a man, when she starts messing around with a dude, and she sees that, oh, you don't take out the trash
without me telling you.
It's like, damn, how come I gotta tell you the basics?
Exactly.
And that's what it boils down to. So when we say, you know, husband boyfriend privileges, I'm just not even gonna call them husband boyfriend privileges if it's not about legalities anymore. It's just how does that person treat you?
Right. There you go.
Do you appreciate the way they treat you? If you don't appreciate the way they treat you,
yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, but getting into that boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, like you said, like we said earlier, if that woman or that man is not giving you the, I can't even say giving you the things, but doing the things that's necessary to make the relationship grow, there's no need to even be in that relationship, because you can see it. You can see it off the back. You may be love struck because she got banging body, nice full lips, and you know how to talk, get in your ear, and gas you to a point where you like, ooh wee. But if that's all she got, you know, you need a little bit more.
Hey, you be like, yo, can you fix something other than some damn tuna?
Right, you know. You know how to cook? Yeah, I could throw something in the microwave for you. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. My wife didn't really know how to cook when I first got married. Everything was sort of microwavable. She knew how to do a few things, you know. But I was the cooker.
But you're the cooker.
I was the cooker. I was the cooker for a long time.
You are like my brother and my pops.
Okay.
You know, because my pops taught my moms how to cook.
And I did. My wife, yep.
You see what I'm saying?
That happened, yep.
So the shit was taken care of.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And let's talk about this. Gender roles are good to have.
Yeah.
But they're not absolute.
No, not at all.
They're just relative to your situation in your home. So if you're the chef, be the chef.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you too, man. I was the stay-at-home dad for a while.
Okay.
I'm gonna be real with you. But my wife, she worked 2 jobs at one time, and she was going to school, and I was looking for work.
Okay.
So this was like a year. I was hustling, but man, she walked in the door. My house was immaculate. The dishes was clean. Dinner was cooked. The kids were taken care of. The kids was wet fell. You know, and she was just like, come in the door like, wow. I said, yeah, that's the least I can do. You out here all day long. You know what I'm saying? Right. Why in the hell would I not do this? And then if I'm sitting down playing my video game, having me a cocktail, she had nothing to say because everything was done. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I tell cats, man. If you are at home and you looking for work and she out there getting it, do your part.
Well, see, what you have to do is create worth for yourself.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're not working, you're in between jobs. Oh man, okay, I'm a clean the crib. I'm gonna do all of this while I'm looking.
There you go. That's it.
And it's like, okay, if things need to be done, do them.
That's it.
So you got everything done. So you're looking for jobs. Don't ever allow yourself to go into a depression about what you don't have now if you are putting forth the effort to get something done,
there
like get a job. You know, and I'll just tell you, if you're a stay-at-home dad, you're looking for something but ain't nothing coming, man, go to school.
That's it. Or do something that you're good at.
Oh,
that's what I cut hair on the side. That was my hustle at the time.
Create a hustle.
You know, I was like, I cut hair, so I had a few clientele that would come by. That was a little pocket money. That was gas money, really. You know what I'm saying? Because she going back and forth. It's like, all right, boom, here you go. Here's that money for that gas. You know what I'm saying? I cut a couple hairs in between while I was cleaning up the house, whatever. You know, so you ain't gotta, if you having a hard time finding that job or doing something, find your hustle. You know, and don't lay up in pity. Dog.
Nah. Do not get caught up in pity. And ladies, I mean, because some of you guys are notorious for telling a man what he doesn't have. He knows what he doesn't have. If he's a man about his business, trust me, this shit is eating him up that he's not working.
Come on.
You know what I mean? It's only a bum. And that here's the kicker. When you listen to the description of the N-words that these women describe, be like, well, damn. It seems like you get caught up with the same old N-words, same old bums each and every time. And now you're going to take it off and downplay all men because you dealt with this certain type of man right here. So if he's not up here on the scale of being high value, just being a good dude, doing some good things isn't enough because you were fucked over by the bums. You know, so basically you got 14 degrees, 12 jobs, 14 hustles, entrepreneur and all this shit, and you messed around with a dude that don't even have a GED.
Yeah, you know.
And you let him destroy your perception of good men.
Right.
That makes sense to me.
Hey. Yeah. Hey. Ladies, getting back to it. Don't come in the door bitching at that man, because every man, like my man said, we in our head already. What can we do? How can we make this better? I definitely don't want to hear her damn mouth today. I'm already know what's going on. I don't need her coming in the door. Damn, this all you did today? You know, come on. Don't downplay what it is that he's doing, because he already in his feelings about not being able to provide and do the things for you. You know, again, how is it to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend getting those type of privileges, or as opposed to being married? You know, we talking that same information. If you dating that guy and you see that he's going through something, be his lifter. Say something positive to him. Encourage him. Don't belittle him, because that just makes things worse for the person that you're with. And now y'all argue and fight all the damn time.
Hey, do you know the comedian Kev on Stage? Have you ever seen him?
No, I don't think I've ever
Well, it's
seen
a brother, man. It's a brother Kev on Stage.
Okay.
And long story short, before, you know, he lost his job and all this stuff.
Okay.
And then, but while he was doing that, you know, he lost his job. His wife was doing all the work. You know, he was stay-at-home dad. But he fell into a depression. Yeah. So they were giving an interview on it, and this is why I respect that relationship, man, because all the while this dude was falling in, you know, he was falling deeper and deeper in depression. She was just finding ways not to say anything like negative.
Right.
Okay, but then she says this got to a point like, come on now.
Yeah.
Yo, you got to get up. So it was like, what is it that you really want to do? I want to be a comedian, but I need a job. She said, no. I got you, you know.
Go be a comedian.
Do you?
Yeah.
And then now he said, man, you know, boy was emotional about the whole thing. And it's like, you know, and I'm just summarizing it because it was really touching. It was really impactful in that when I speak about the Black Love Gang, that's part of the Black Love Gang, man. That situation right there, she had his back 100%. But I'm not gonna let you sit here and wallow in your pity.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna down you, but I'm not gonna let you
sit there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you sit there in this bullshit. So, man, what is it you want to do? We gotta find what it is. Now it's like, yo, he's like, man, hey, whatever she wants.
Did you hear the encouraging? We have to find out what it is you need to do.
Yep.
That was the encouraging. We need to find out what it is that you need to do so we can push you to that level and elevate you to that. That's the difference in the relationship. When you giving your all and putting energy into the person that you with, and not the negativity. You putting in positive energy, it makes a difference in the life. Trust me, I've been down that rabbit hole, man, where I was depressed because I was this at-home dad. And my baby came in and was like, what is it that you want to do so we can get you where you need to be? I say, right now, I just need to get out here and get a job so I can take care of you the best way I need to and get benefits so to make sure that these kids have what they need. You know, I've always liked radio. I'm going to put that on the back burner. She said, no, go to school. You got the GI Bill. Go and get that broadcasting degree. I said, you sure? Yeah, that's all you ever talked about since I met you.
Right.
So in 2003, I got my broadcasting degree. It was tough in the beginning because everything was part-time. It was internships and things like that. I wasn't making no chatter. You know what I'm saying? So I started working at AT&T. She's like, oh, shit, you got a nice job and benefits. Kids grew up. Long story short, the kids are grown now. Guess what I did? I turned back around and said, yo, I'm going to go and start my radio station.
Okay.
My wife said, I'm tired of you talking about this. She got a bonus check. She said, what is it that you need? Here we go again. What is it that you need to get you started for your radio station? I said, well, I need a mixer. Boom, she got me a mixer. I need a couple mics. I need at least one mic, but maybe two mics just in case I have a guest. I can get two, have a Boom, she brought me 2 mics. I said, well, damn. And I said, well, I'm going to need monitors. She said, well, I got you. I had enough money. Boom, she broke that off for me. And I'm thankful because had she not given me that little bit, I wouldn't be 3 years in the Soul Emporium Radio right now, bro.
And by the way, the Soul Emporium Radio, WJBJ, this will be
giving you that good music all the time. But getting back to that story, that like you said, that being in that depression, I've been there. Right. I'm very relatable to what you was talking about. And here it is, my wife, just like I say, putting that energy, that positive energy into the person that you with made the difference. And here I am doing something with my good friend. Now we have SoulVizion Powercast. Yes, and I met him because of my wife. Come on, figure the odds on that.
Right. That's right.
So, but like I say, if you doing the dating thing.
But hold on.
Well, go.
But you see that? You see how connections come when your wife, your husband, or whatever see that you're interested in stuff. They make sure they connect you with things and people that you need to get your stuff going.
That's energy.
And that's when your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your whatever the hell their title is to you. When a person is into you and they know what you're into.
Yeah.
Guess what, baby? I know a guy that knows a guy
that knows a guy. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Because it was through my brother knows your wife. Yep. Then all of a sudden it's like my brother's like, hey, I know her husband. Blah, 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 blah. We didn't link up
instantly. Yeah.
But it's like, hold on. I forgot how.
I don't even know how. All I know is I came over here one day. And you were drawing. I said, damn, my man can draw. And then you was doing something with music. I said, damn, my man do music too. And we just linked that way. And then we went 10 years almost not seeing each other. I don't even know how we even linked back up, honestly.
I don't even remember.
I don't remember. But getting back to the topic at hand, because we'll talk about our relationship.
But it's her knowing what you wanted to do.
Exactly,
And the thing is, when a person is really into you, they know what you're into. And then once they figure those things out, hey, they may not, for Father's Day, you may not get that bow tie. You might get that mixer.
Yeah.
And fellas, it might not be the top of the line mixer, but if it's something that you don't have but you need, bruh, appreciate that shit, man.
It, no doubt.
That, you know, because any little thing that I get, bruh, I'm appreciative of anything I get, you know.
Yeah.
And that's all I want. I want to be appreciated as well. That's what men want. See, ladies, if you really want to know what your man wants, he wants appreciation.
Yeah.
You know, he don't want to. Okay, he don't want to hear the, you ain't this, this, that, and the other. Because, baby, trust and believe, it's some things that you're not to him, too.
Exactly.
So, whether you're wife, whether you're girlfriend, whether you're boyfriend, whether you are husband, if you are genuinely in love with this individual, now I'm quite sure you'll agree, hey, I'm going to go all out for you. You will never feel unsafe. Mm-hmm. You'll never feel like you're alone or by yourself, that, oh, man, if we live in two separate households,
mm-hmm.
just because we live separately and you say, I'm late on the bill, I need some. Okay, but, you know, we together, but we don't live together. That means I'm still going to help you out.
As you should.
You know, but don't make it
a habit.
Yeah, and don't make me don't try to make me feel obligated to do it.
There you go, yeah.
But, you know, hey, babe, I'm short. All right, I got you. You know what I'm saying? That's how you develop into something more.
Yeah.
By knowing, okay, this person has my back and I got their back.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
For me, you know, I'm not against marriage at all. I was married, but, you know, shit didn't work.
Right.
But the thing is, I'm not against it. It's just I've always asked, what's the benefit of me being a husband as opposed to me being someone that's fully committed?
Right. That's good to you.
And I was like, yo, don't tell me sex, because we already going to get that. Because if I can't get that in the beginning, you out of here anyway. And I'm just going to be off. Hey, bro, I'm just.
So that's part of the love language, man. You know,
man,
you got to be compatible in that.
Man, if y'all can't physically satisfy one another, that's not going to work.
That's going to cause a headache in the long run, because you wind up getting married to somebody you can't physically satisfy. That's going to be the topic of issue every freaking time.
Finance, romance, spiritual connection.
Yeah.
Now that's what makes everything work together, is when you have this connection.
Yes.
When you have a connection with somebody, man, it heightens everything else. Hey, guess what? Finances. When y'all connected, your finances grow.
Yeah.
When y'all connected, that sex go from good to off the fucking charts.
Yes, sir.
You know,
absolutely.
and then when y'all connected, when I watch your back, it's like you got a 24/7 surveillance system around you.
Absolutely.
And any dude come your way the wrong way is going to leave the right way.
Yes, sir.
In my eye.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? So these are the things that make up a relationship, not titles.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's just my take on it, because like I said, I've heard so many people tell me there's a difference between a boyfriend and a husband. No,
I mean, like you say, it's the title and it's the legality of it.
Yeah.
Honestly, because had I not been married, and my wife and I, well, if she was my girlfriend, we've been kicking it all this time, she's going to get those benefits of me being her husband, you know, because we've been rocking, you know what I'm saying? She rocking. I got her back, she got my back. Just like she helped me out, she's going through a little something right now, I got her back. My wife ain't worked in about a year. I got her back. We doing what we need to do. I got her. I asked her, what is it that you want to do? Do you remember what it is you wanted to do when you was a shorty? And she's thinking about it a little bit. I wanted to be a doctor, but she wound up being in the medical field for 20 plus years. I said, well, what is it that you want to do? I mean, really, think about it. Sit down. Let me know so I can encourage you and push you, and just like you push me.
Right.
Just like you push me. You know what I'm saying? And she said, well, I don't know yet. I said, it's okay. It's okay not to know. You've been grinding since I've known you, so you never not worked. And all the years I've been out of work, you've never not worked. So this break for you is okay. But I need you to find out what it is that you like, so we can push you to your highest dynamic that you need to be. Yeah, but that's the difference between me and other people in the world.
Yeah, I mean, because you don't want to have somebody that's used to doing a thing and not doing a thing, feeling like they're becoming a burden.
Yeah.
And then it's like, no. You know, take your time. Do what you have to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's, like you said, whether I'm your boyfriend or your husband, we've been rocking and we've been committed. It's once you love somebody, a title should not even matter. You know, it's the love that we have for one another, and we move in that direction.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
we're gonna take us where love leads us.
Absolutely.
You know, and we're gonna do this together. This fight is ours. This fight is ours together, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fight this battle, hand in hand, against everybody.
No doubt. And young folk, this is what I want to tell you. I'm not trying to be this old head out here. Stop letting people get in your ear, especially the single people in your life when they know you're in a relationship. Get in your ear, because all they're doing is deterring you from the person that you want to be with.
Right.
And unless there's some pure evidence that you see that your significant other is doing, you know, what they're doing, and it's like, yo, okay. But for the most part, people get in your ear and sort of switch you around about the person that you want to be with.
Right.
Don't do it. If you know your person is solid, don't let them get in your ear, because a lot of times they're just hating because they don't have what you have and they want it. So they just try to dissolve your shit because they want what you have, but don't know how to acquire it.
You're living the life they wish they would have.
Exactly, and that's where most of the hate come from. I'm real talking, guys. That's where most of that hate comes from. When you and your partner doing y'all thing, and Shaniqua or Antoine is all in somebody's ear, it's because they typically want what it is that you have, and they don't know how to acquire it. So they rather try to break up what you have and feel some type of way about it, as opposed to saying, hey, how did you do it? Instead of being adult enough and saying, hey, how is it that you and XYZ are doing this? Because I'm having issues with mine, and maybe they can give you something to encourage you to do a little bit better in your life. I don't know. That's just me.
Hey, that was good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we can end this joint on that, because that was words of wisdom, bro.
Yeah, man.
It was called wow.
Yeah.
Words of wisdom. So y'all got it.
Hey.
Straight from a married dude's mouth. You know, he's been married longer than I've been living. So
there you go with the line, yeah. You trying to make me old, but nah, man.
You know, that's the old head. When I need some.
Yeah.
But hey, we'd like to thank everybody out there that joined us, man. Clicked on the video, played it. If you liked it, hit the like button. You know, subscribe if you're not a soul visionary. Share it. Grow this community and whatnot. Will, you got anything you want to plug in?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. That's the biggest thing. I know we said a lot of good things, or a lot of things you may not have liked. We need those comments. That way we can give you feedback on our conversations. That way we can grow this thing. You know, the SoulVizion Powercast, the Soul Important Radio. Tap in, because we're doing great things in this community. We're building. And just like the conversation we had, we're giving you something. We talked about relationship being boyfriend versus husband, but in the long run, we got something out of it. So tap into the Soul Important Radio, WJBJ, giving you that good music all the time. Download the app on Apple and Google, or you can go to the website, thesoulimportant.org.
Sweet.
Yeah, man.